Marlin, look down! Look down! Look down, look down! Marlin! Yeah, let him run, let him run. Watch the shark. Dude, what just happened?
See, good things happen when you take off work. It is true.
The day has finally come. The weather is aligned, and we are about to send it tomorrow on the dinghy for some spearfishing, wildlife, whatever we can find. So me and my roommate Nick, we are going out to some of what I think is the best spearfishing on Oahu. We are going very far, but don't worry, we are taking precaution measures. We will have a support vessel, one of our buddies, he's gonna be out there as well, to the kind of like the zone that we're gonna go. So he'll be somewhat in the area and within like radio's reach and cell phone reach. But to check out the dinghy also, I absolutely love this dinghy. I've got a 25 horsepower Mercury. I think the boat, it's about 11.5 foot. It's from West Marine. Tomorrow we are bringing an extra 6 gallons. The normal tank of gas can hold 6.6. We've also got a fish finder. We have an EPIRB. We have a handheld VHF radio in here. The way I've got this dinghy laid out also, I do love, I've got this transom saver on the back here for the transducer for the fish finder. Great, because I didn't have to drill into any of like the actual transom on the boat. And then I laid this like kind of fake flooring on the inside that's like nice, soft, squishy, kind of protects it from any bumps or like weights dropping on it. And then yeah, the batteries for the fish finder are located in that little box. So I know it's late, I know it's dark, about to throw the dinghy on the back of the car. We're gonna go drop this thing in the water, kind of finish packing, get all the gear, ice, chum, we're bringing everything. I don't know how it's all gonna fit in here just yet. And then wake up early tomorrow and send it out. All right, we pushed away from a beautiful like 27-foot Boston whaler. I don't know why. And we are on drop top, about to head out of the channel, and the day is starting. All right, we just did over 20 miles. Nick, how's your back feeling?
A little sore. Nah, easy.
This was the easy ride. 20 miles, we're gonna stop here and get in. We might move a little bit further south before we actually start making our way back all the way home to the island. But it is crazy where we're at right now. Even though we're 20 miles offshore, it is only 155 feet right here. So we're gonna get in and see what we can find. Well, first drift, Nick took the first drop. We got into a nice school of uku and thought we had one right off the bat, and just somehow the guy tore off.
He tore off. Damn, dude.
That grunting noise is a grouper call. It's a little trick technique to try to get the ukus to come in a little closer. Nick had another chance, and again, just barely over the top.
I don't know how I missed that.
You look like you were within range.
Oh, dude. I was plenty within range.
So now it was my turn to get down there. I really like to do this technique where I'll kind of dive down to where the school was eating chum. I think this day we were around 15 to 20 meters, and in one hand I'm gonna just grab a piece of chum and I'm just gonna break it up in my hand and like try and sit in just a big cloud of the chum, wave it around, try and just kind of get their attention, call them in. They're gonna be so focused, like their main goal is to get that chum. So if you can just surround yourself in it as much as you can and just kind of keep breaking it up in your hands, they're gonna keep getting curious. And this one came in, it was a pretty low shot, so I really took my time bringing them in. Thankfully there weren't any sharks yet, very few sharks even throughout the whole day. So nice, slow, pulled them in and was able to get them in my hands. In my next dive, you'll even hear me giving a few grunts, real quiet, but just trying to get them in. We were in a nice school here. There was kind of this little small fry one right in front of me, and I was just trying to make that one feel comfortable around me so this bigger one would come in. Right as I started breaking up chum, he got too curious. Came in nice and close, gave me that perfect broadside. Staying down here deep, it's easy too. Do you hear all the whales in the background singing while we were just diving? It's great. Easy, you know, nice holding shot. So this guy I was able to bring up pretty quickly, and we had a nice fish in the boat. All right, Nick's back in action. He's down, giving a few little grouper calls. And this time, he gets in close enough and just has a great holding shot, landing shot. He's able to pull that fish up, get it in his hands. And now we both have, we got 3 ukus in the boat now, and the day was still early. I was feeling good. I took one final drop. We were gonna reset right after this one, but we still had a few ukus hanging around. Doing my trick. This one was sneaky though. He pulled a matrix on me right here. I just paused for 1 second too long and he left that broadside position. On the board! Now to put him on ice that is underneath everything. Yeah, buddy. What happened on those first 3 shots though, Nick?
One tore off and then I whiffed.
So we got the fish on ice, packed everything up and just started heading south. Had an awesome pod of some dolphins greeting us. And like I said earlier, this area is awesome. The season is great because there were whales everywhere this day. So we reset, flashers are down, chum bags in the water, Nick's up to dive, and I peek behind me.
Marlin, look down, look down, look down, look down. Marlin.
Truly could not believe what I just saw. My screaming to Nick though freaked him out so much, he like fully lost his breath, and I think he was like too worked up after just seeing it. So I'm just throwing chum everywhere, I'm throwing flashers. Nick takes a dive on it because the marlin was so curious on some of this bottom chum, kind of taking bites, like never seen that before out of a marlin. Nick is close, but just not fully within range. So he bails, and as he comes up to me, he's signaling to me that he's gonna pass his gun off to me. So I'm, even in this moment, I'm like taking my last breath to get ready to do my drop. To save space this day, we only brought 1 float and 1 line, just because there's so little room on the dinghy, but shooting a big pelagic like this, you absolutely want to be on a float line and float.
Holy. Where's the float? Do you even see it? Like, bro, we might need to get on the boat and chase. Okay, quickly pull out the or just throw the flashers in the boat. Just throw everything inside. Hand me the other gun. Okay, it's actually kind of, it kind of calmed down. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Are all the lines in? Grab the black line on the flashers and start pulling those in. Do you see it? The black line? Yep. We need this line in. Hold on to like this shit. Okay, are you on? All right, my gun is still loaded for a backup shot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh my God, dude. Oh. Okay, well, let's make sure we can get this thing in the boat. All right, engines are off. You can get a hand on the float, do it.
Yep.
Actually, oh, fuck, we gotta keep a hand on the dinghy. Nick, nice and slow. If he starts to run, let him run. Yeah, let him run.
Well, after chasing the float for probably about a quarter mile, we got back in, and thankfully the fish was still on the line. He hadn't torn off, but I knew the shot was kind of low, so I just really made sure Nick was pulling just nice and slow. And even in this first backup shot that I was able to get into the fish, I just felt like I couldn't get close to getting into a kill shot zone because he was just scared of me being there. So I just kind of plugged him, you know, in the meat, but in a nice holding spot in case if my first shot were to slip out.
I didn't like the look of your shaft. That shot looked like it's pretty low. Yeah, I can put mine on my belt reel. You could grab a shaft from my gun and load it in there. I don't know if that's a smart move or just wait until he dies, if he dies in like another few minutes.
He might die, but I feel like we should start getting a backup plan though.
I would be nervous to put my hands on him right now.
Dude, I'll reload my gun.
Shoot it on the belt reel.
Shoot on the.
Okay, you do that. I got the.
You want to get this?
So we had the game plan. Nick was gonna reload his gun and take a shot off of my belt reel. Since Nick's gun doesn't have a reel on it, he has to connect his shooting line to something or else he'd just lose the shaft entirely. So he was gonna reload and clip on to my belt reel. But, of course, in this moment, a shark shows up. Granted, the shark was a little smaller than how big this fish was, but still, every time the shark would get close to the fish would run. And even here in this moment, this is 20 minutes after shooting it the first time, I'm still getting pulled underneath the surface of the water. That's how strong this fish is fighting. But in this moment, my shot on Nick's gun, the shaft pops out.
Your shaft popped out.
So Nick was able to unload, then reload with that very first shaft that was initially taken, but now he's connected to his float and float line. And 25 minutes after the initial shot, Nick is finally able to go down for the kill shot.
Do you have a knife?
Hey, you're good with the shark. Don't worry about it.
Holy crap! Oh my god, dude. It is a mess of lines in here.
Oh. Bro, that was insane. Everything that could have gone wrong.
Dude!
Fuck!
Oh my god! What? Oh! Oh my gosh.
Dude, like mentally, I was like, what the fuck do I do now? Like, I'm just like going back and forth, like.
I was like having to keep such an eye on the shark because I was just like, I don't know, that, and then like I was starting to get so tangled and stuff, dude.
Oh, dude, bro, I'm still fucking tangled.
Yeah, dude. Oh. Oh.
And then fucking we bled the shark, or the fish. Bled the fish. Couldn't fucking, there's so much blood in the water. Couldn't see where the fuck the shark was.
Dude, what just happened?
Also, way to look at the original shot and be like, dude, fuck it, I'm just gonna plug a bigger.
Oh yeah.
Another shot.
I wasn't even gonna try to go for a kill shot in that moment because I was like, I don't want him to get spooked by me just like even being here. Oh my god, dude, I'm so tired. Dude, what's going on?
What do we do?
uh,
Well, this is a fucking YouTube video if I ever fucking seen him.
Well, we were exhausted, but the stoke was so high, we somehow managed to get the fish sitting long ways on the dinghy, get it on just a little bit of ice, but we did not bring enough ice because we never imagined that we would have landed a marlin on this day. We were able to zip up most of the fish, get a little bit of ice on it, and figured it was going to be time to head home.
3 yukus, a marlin, some cold Hanan daddies, and it's not even 12. Woo! Struggled, but we got her in the fish bag. Where is shore? Can't even see it. Solid 20 miles from home, so I think it's time we start heading back in and get in for lunch.
We were a little heavier coming back home, but conditions were still just so perfect this day, we still made it back pretty quick.
Well, insane day, potentially like once in a lifetime type of a fish, once in a lifetime opportunity, especially here in Hawaii, just with like how rare marlin are. We did a solid 60 plus miles today. My back is a little sore. I'm ready to stretch and be on land. We still have some gas left in this 6.6 gallon tank. So over 60 miles and less than, I would say probably we used about 6 gallons worth of gas. So crazy, like efficient, cheap day to be able to go that far, land some great fish. Stoked on today. This one is gonna be one just that I will never be able to forget. So thank you, Nick, for joining me on just what was a crazy mission. And stoked to do some more spearfishing missions like this off the dinghy again in the future.
I absolutely love spearfishing. I love spending time in the ocean. But the best part of all of this is coming home at the end of the day, cutting and cleaning your fish, then preparing it to enjoy with your friends and family. That's the time to be able to share all the stories and recount the memory of the day and truly respect the kill. Sometimes that could even be done through art forms.
Ready? There you go. Congratulations, Mr. Zodiac, bro. Yeah, man. Thanks.